Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, resetting my computer again. I wish I didn't have to reset my computer earlier, but my computer was running a little bit slow, so I had to restart it. So, but hopefully, this is fixed. This is gonna be a new part on YouTube. I don't care anymore. Anyways, just in case, I'm just gonna reread this one part again. The defense is ready, my lord. I'm 6 months out of practice, and what's more, I'm without Sasato-san today. Is it my imagination, or does the air feel like it's more oppressive than usual? But I don't know if this came through, but when they showed Sasato, I was like, wait, when does Sasato get here? What the hell? Then she fades. So, alright. You there, Ninten?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go and go.
So, I will say, I recollect the victim of this case all too well, Sir Odie Asman. Sir Asman was well known as a financier, English.
Right.
It was merely a front for his diverse criminal activity. It was only a month ago that the man appeared in court, prosecuted by you, Lord Monty. The jury unanimously found not guilty.
Because every member of the jury had been bribed by the sound of it. The powerful London criminals are prepared to go to extreme length to keep their freedom. Well, of course. Hold on. There we go. Now I have a something. Okay.
But 2 days ago, on the 21st October, Mr. Asman met his end. The work of the Reaper, was it? How your lordship would describe divine retribution? That means Mr. Asman's death, the direct result of the action of the accused, the harebrained. Very well done. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have been selected at a random to represent the will of the people. But as soon as you ready to fill your... I can't remember how to say that word. Societal duty.
Oh. Hello. I am most gratified to have been selected to carry out this important civic duty, my lord.
Dang, how come most of the juror number 2s are always female? Most of the time.
Who knows?
I guess they would want to at least have at least one male and one female on every juror, I guess.
Yeah.
Have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it shivers down my spine.
Science experiment, magic, conjure tricks, courtroom trials are nothing more than performances.
They have a magician in the courtroom, actually.
And an alchemist.
Any serious scholar that defiles the reputation of science deserves to hang. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, it is a kid.
And the accent.
I am, we have listened to what is said on both sides, the fence, and, settle on one. That's it, isn't it?
I mean, at least she's more reasonable than most.
Right.
From what I've seen. But...
And a policeman that is out. Okay.
Wasn't like this in my day. Wasn't like this at all.
That's the police killer Ottermo look like again. And he's as exhausted as ever, it seems.
Now, I'm sure you're all well aware. The incident we are here to judge today is tragically will take place at the Great Exhibition shortly after its opening. The death toll could have been far worse. With the exception of the victim, no one was killed. Thankfully.
Thank God.
Nevertheless, the dream of the science being exhibited rapidly turned into a nightmare for the spectators. The week from the event, and as such, the eyes of all London, no, the whole world will be on this trial. It's our duty to reach a swift and just conclusion next year. I don't think it'll be swift, but okay.
No, it's never swift.
So, your opening statement, please, Lord Von Zeke. At the heart of the incident, technologically never before demonstrated anywhere in the world. One of science-based developments, I take it. The government is keen to capitalize on the Great Exhibition to improve Britain's technological advantage. Technology being demonstrated by the accused was described as super high voltage instantaneous Good lord, that's a mouthful.
You're right. It's designed to disassemble human subjects using extremely high voltage electricity. First off, wouldn't that kill someone? Getting shot with electricity?
Yes.
And beam them instantly to another location where they're subsequently reassembled.
Is just think even within the rules of possibility? Realistically, no.
Hypothetically, maybe. Well, I don't believe it, that's for sure.
I mean, who would? This is sending people electricity. My goodness, how... Oh my gosh.
Right?
How shocking. That was so stupid. You know what, I should have saw that coming, honestly. It's freaking Ace Attorney.
Yep, and straightforward.
Ace Attorney will go for low-hanging fruit if need be.
Yeah, and then we all just roll our eyes, or some people laugh.
Huh. This whole idea is absurd. The hypothesis will never stand up to scrutiny. Sir, I believe you are a fellow of the Royal Society, are you not? Expert in your field. I am. And my word on the matter can be considered final. Instantaneous kinesis is poppycock? Okay.
You never heard of that word before?
No, I just haven't heard that word in like, I don't know.
Yeah, I got a point. So this expert and Mr. Sholmes are in agreement. It's impossible.
What is the prosecution's view on the matter? Prosecution would assert that the accused's instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a success.
What?
What rot? Dang.
Already got an order.
Order! Order! That's just hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government. If it's deemed to have merit, a substantial research grant would be made available. The accused made use of the invention built on this new hypothesis to take Mr. Aslan's life. in order to be a sole benefactor of the grant.
But
No but. The Raptor's demonstration was no accident. It was carefully designed from the outset to end the life of the victim.
God, what do you think Hairbrain is saying right now when hearing his friend say that?
Oh, thank you, Lord Fonzie. Prosecution's stance is clear. You will now bring forth witnesses to substantiate your claim. Gladly, my lord. The coat is off. Bailiff, show the witnesses to the stand.
All right. Yep.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. Rise Grayson, Detective Inspector of the Scotland Yard Homicide Division. I was on duty at the demonstration on the day and in charge of following investigation, even though he can't really investigate.
All right.
I would have range.
Okay.
Scientist. You were born in England, but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct? Yes, that's right. After graduating from the university here in Britain, I went to work in Germany. I made an amazing discovery. Which is what brought me back. I just demonstrated my incredible hypothesis of the Great Exhibition. What you demonstrated was incredible, alright? An incredible explosion. But the science was a success. The instantaneous kinesis worked. Everyone saw it. They must have done. Yes, there was a terrible accident, but the demonstration of my hypothesis was a success. Well, that much is undeniable, as shown in this photograph taken by the forensics investigation team. Dang, he's dead.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he was shot, not exploded.
Taken inside a crystal tower, I take it. The centerpiece of the exhibition, no less. That's right, my lord. Seems the victim ran straight into it. Oh, maybe a shard of glass accidentally stabbed him.
Yeah, could have been.
I see. Well, put a good photograph as evidence. We can't really look into it because for some reason we can't thoroughly examine photographs usually.
Right.
We can only zoom in or use that little magnifying glass that it gives us.
Yeah.
The court heard the victim of the incident was Mr. Odie Abner. There have been a number of allegations made against the man, but putting them aside for the time being, he was the man who financed the research for the experiment and the demonstration itself. I see. Summarize the situation. The defendant is accused of taking the life of the man under his work. Would that be correct? Exactly.
But it couldn't be. That explosion was caused by some malfunction in the apparatus used for the demonstration.
That's right. That must be it. My spinning machine. My poor spinning machine. You saw it yesterday, didn't you? You can't even examine the records thanks to special dispensation for scientific equipment. What? That wreckage? The wreckage? Yes.
The wreckage.
That being the case, how can the facts be established? How could it possibly be determined whether it was an accident or a deliberate and malicious act? Treatment, Lord. Beg your pardon? Isn't that right, Whitney? What? sorry, me? No, your neighbor. Yes, sir. It was not a plain and simple. Anyone can state with that complete certainty.
What? How can he possibly think that?
Did you, Inspector? I think we had better proceed to formal testimony. You explain to the court on what grounds you claim this experiment has been a front for murder.
All right, well, let's find out. A front for murder.
What went passing through the Crystal Tower? Had a broken neck. I made a minor miscalculation of the angle of the beam. That's all. My mistake. One examination revealed another injury. Fatal wound. There was a lesion in his chest where he'd clearly been stabbed by some sharp point in the heart. Susan was killed before he went anywhere, and that fella's the only one who could have done it. Extraordinary business. There's a shouldn't be suffering a broken neck, but it was stabbed in the heart?
Information I would really like to have heard from someone other than the judge. But actually, if you actually look at the photograph, it looks like he was stabbed. And there's a big gaping hole right in his chest.
Mm-hmm. The coroner says death would have been all but instant from a wound like that. Please take it back. But the victim was killed twice by the accused.
How?
No, and no. It couldn't be further from the truth. I have here the experiment plan document that was submitted to the security team. The victim stood himself inside something called the birdcage, ready to be beamed instantly. To the second level of the Crystal Tower, about 25 yards away. The experiment did not go according to plan, however. As the machine was put into operation, there was a large explosion. The blunt parts of beam transfer to point higher than intended. Accordingly, the kinesis resulted in the birdcage materializing in midair. The way it subsequently fell, crashing through the glass of the Crystal Tower's large round window. My word, what a significant snag would have been broken upon impact with the tower then. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean this to happen. The machine was too powerful. But honestly, really, I swear, it was just an accident, a terrible accident. Unfortunately, that excuse can't save you. No, not considering the sharp murder weapon that pierced the victim's heart. Murder weapon? What are you saying? This is the autopsy report submitted by the coroner. The prosecution will get entered into the court record. Your request is granted, counsel.
All right, let's take a look at this autopsy report. All right. Autopsy report. The autopsy report of the victim, Mr. Asman. His neck was broken from the impact of a violent fall, and he was stabbed in the chest with a sharp object. Let's see. Details of victim. Name, Odie Asman, male, 47, British. Time of death, 21st of October, around 2:20 p.m.
Interesting. cause of death. Hemorrhage of wound to the chest that pierced the heart. Inflicted by a sharp implement. Additional observations: a broken vertebrae, most likely resulting from impact after some fall from considerable height.
What do you find interesting?
No, no. I was looking at the name. I was about to report Courtney's say whatever.
Oh, Courtney Sith. Scythe.
The whatever how you spell that name. Who was there in person? You know, I saw the whole ludicrous performance. The only person on the stage but Mr. Asman was a disgraceful excuse for a scientist. And really, by all accounts, it must have been him.
I had to think hard to think otherwise, really.
Very well, counsel for the defense. See with the cross-examination, please.
Oh, yes, my lord. I need to focus here. It's been a while. Alright. Anything stick out to you?
Hold on.
Cortland then crashing through the crystal tower neck.
I mean, hold on, where is it? The second to last one.
Yeah, let's go and press that.
Hold it!
The defense knew nothing of this crucial information.
The prosecution received this report from the forensic investigation team only this morning. Of course, we knew of it as well. I could only apologize for the impossibility of performing the defense. So it wasn't even his fault.
For once.
It was just them being late to give the information.
Yeah. Any other prosecutors would not give it to us right away. We have to practically plead to get it. Sarcastic and insecure. Thanks. So, what was the matter of this sharp object?
We accused tools that were in use at the demonstration. One of particular interest. This.
Oh, yeah, because there's blood on it.
Oh. Okay. Yes. It would appear to be some kind of screwdriver when it counts. I don't know. Is that a laugh?
Laugh scream?
No. I don't know how don't know how I'm gonna do that, so I'm just gonna not even try. There he is. There he is. My trusty little companion, Andrew.
Andrew. Of course.
He named his freaking tool.
Right.
Do you know each other already? He's one of my dear friends. Like all my tools. I named them all, you know. We're one big happy family. Interesting. I don't know. That says a lot about you, honestly.
Right. Oh, only the crazy people name their tools. At least all the ones that don't want to be sane, that is.
This one had a screwdriver, of course. His brother, Michael, it's a crosshead. This is weird, but okay.
Yep.
Well, it wouldn't appear that your beloved would appear that your beloved Andrew has a red stain on his. Thanks,
By the way,
Peter.
now that we are seeing it, is his name Andrew because his handle looks like an A?
Probably, I don't know.
And his and Michael probably has an M shape.
If it does, that'd be weird.
Ah, that isn't.
Yep, it's ketchup. It's blood beyond all reasonable doubt.
No.
And that's not all. Long shot she was this on this Andrew fellow. Completely consistent with the victim's wound. What? Are you saying Andrew committed murder?
How could that be? He's an inanimate object, of course, after all.
Order. We'll enter this friend of the defendant as evidence.
Okay, screwdriver. Professor Hairbrain's trusty screwdriver. He's named Andrew. There are traces of blood at the tip, and it matches the shape of the victim's wound. Alright. So let's go look at this friend of his. I want to examine the handle. I've seen this unusual shape handle before. It's the same screwdriver that was lodged in the grill of the floor of the kinesis machine, which could be important information. I should definitely make a note of it. I was hoping he was going to say something that it looks like an A. And the tip. This is blood. Mr. Asmon's, no doubt. This is the problem. We're looking at the murder weapon. Okay, well, looks like that's all we can do for his friend. So some of Professor Hairbrain's tools is the murder weapon. Great. Okay. Well, I don't see anything as of right now. You want to just go back to the beginning and just start pressing?
I'm thinking. I'm gonna reread this.
Which one?
No, I'm rereading all of them right now.
Oh.
Or speed reading, I guess. Oh, well, first of all, I do want to save before anything. You know, I don't do anything. I always save.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't know what could happen. Anything can happen with these. Anything can happen with these games.
Oh, yeah. Well, if there's nothing, I'm just going to go and press the first one.
Let me look at the evidence. Well, I don't see anything, at least at the moment. But
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
What?
if you look at the crossbow, this now this obviously will be something for later, obviously. But what if someone took his friend, loaded it up in the crossbow, and shot it?
That'd be. Could that fit though? Could that work?
It's Ace Attorney. Would you be really surprised if it was?
Honestly, who knows at this point? Sometimes it can kind of be realistic, sometimes it can't be. So they kind of even know.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know at that point.
Because, I mean, the thing was literally under a tree at the stage.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, but also the thing that we found was also on the stage, and the crossbow was below the stage.
So, well, let's just press the first one.
Right. Let me see if there's anything I want to press first. Actually, I do want to press the last one.
Okay.
So the victim was killed before he went anywhere, and if I was the only one who could have done it.
Hold it!
What grounds do you have for saying that?
Do you really need to ask? There are only two people in the public extent who see from the whole crowd. The victim, Mr. Odie Asman, and the accused, Professor Harebrained. We know for certain that before the experiment, the victim was alive. That's right, I saw him with my own eyes. Furthermore, following the explosion and the kinesis, nobody went anywhere near the body. Whereas someone else on stage with the victim could possibly have done it.
Oh. Excuse me. Professor Harebrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here? Professor!
Oh, sorry. I was calculating the optimum coefficient of Jesus.
Shit.
Electrolysis, whatever. Separate molecules in the human body.
And the witness stand is the best place for that? Well, inspiration can hit anyone at any time. It seems as though you might have something to say about Inspector Grayson's last remark.
Aha! Oh my. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't gonna try and do that one. Ah! Yes. That's right, of course. He just said nobody else could have done it, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim there? I don't know, but there's no way that I could possibly have stabbed Mr. Aspen, as you say. Eh?
Explain, please, Professor.
Of course, this cold-hearted policeman may not be aware, I suppose. But humans are warm-blooded mammals with blood running continuously through their veins. Okay.
No
Yeah.
shit!
I had heard. Do you surely see? I can punch something the size of Andrew into the man's chest. The stage would have been a bloodbath. Yeah, a blood-being pool. I mean, I guess there would have been a bit of blood somewhere else besides his chest.
Okay.
But thousands of but other learners were watching me at at the time, and yet not one of them seems to have seen a spoon full of blood. Well, no, I suppose not. Yeah, I guess he's right. There wasn't, besides the blood on the tool, there wasn't any blood anywhere else.
Yeah, there wasn't.
And considering that he was in a standing position before all this happened, there would have at least been blood probably falling off.
Yeah, because I mean, we found the tool in the machine.
Yeah, and that's all the blood that was there.
So the only place we can think of is that could have no, because if the victim was beamed across the way, if the tool was inside of him, then the tool would have gone with him. But yet we saw it in the machine.
You see, not one. True. Didn't say anything like that.
Well done, Professor. That was a great counter argument.
Order. Order.
The first cup of the day. Where will it go?
Will he crush it, drink it, or I don't know.
Crush, drink, or toss?
Yeah. I forget this courtesy if I save a drop from my hallowed chalice to accompany my old friends deucing. Here's to you, Albert. Oh, you're too kind, Brock. But I really not a patch on you.
And there it goes.
No, you're not. No? You never did to mention one crucial possibility. I have? A particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound. Ah, of course. Inspector, enlighten the court, please. Yes, sir. Oh.
Where? What?
Oh, that makes. No, I know what that is.
Where are they going with this? Are they saying that the blood that pooled either evaporated or the part was singed off?
No, it's a realistic thing that can happen by leaving. Say if someone got stabbed, or if someone got stabbed somewhere, and they had to go to the hospital, you don't normally take out the thing that stabbed them with it.
Yet in the
Keep it.
yet in the picture that we have, there's no screwdriver, and the screwdriver was in the machine.
Exactly. So that's why I'm probably thinking that's probably what they're thinking at least.
Where are they going with this?
The weapon the victim was stabbed with must have been left in the. Yeah, that's what he was. Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. That is one way to make blood not, go anywhere else, I guess. But when the body was somewhere else, and the tool was also somewhere else, how does that make sense?
Exactly.
So, I think, I think the screwdriver is what we have to show. I feel.
Oh, you must have.
I did.
If you read it, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't hear it. Very well. You will amend your formal testimony now, Inspector.
I can read that again. I don't mind. Or if I didn't, whatever. Very well. You'll amend your formal testimony now, Inspection, and then, this is his updated testimony.
The weapon was been stabbed. It must have been left in the body. Okay, I'm gonna save. You say you want to do the screwdriver?
Screwdriver, because the screwdriver was at the stage.
I mean, we can, but at the same time, I want to present the photograph because it shows that there's no screwdriver in it.
Yeah, but who knows? They could have took me. I don't know. They probably think they could have taken the screwdriver off out of him after they found him. I don't know.
Well, we'll go with your idea first. So,
Objection!
it was right.
I mean, I feel like both ways work.
Yeah, I'm curious. I have to know.
Objection!
Nope. The picture was definitely not it.
I mean,
Oh.
we just got update information on the screwdriver, so it made sense.
Yeah.
Objection!
You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Is that unequivocal? No, it's actually practical because it, as he's probably saying right now, if you stab someone and you leave it inside whoever you stab, then it's like putting a cork on a bottle. Nothing can come out of it while it's being corked. Like, for instance, so I can grab it.
I mean, that's why. I mean, that's why doctors, whenever they're rushing someone to the hospital, they leave whatever the person got stabbed with in, so they don't lose blood.
Yeah. For instance, like right now, I have about one of my hot sauces. And if I were to tip it right now, the liquid will pour out. But if I put the cap on, nothing can come out. So it's the same thing as with that. So good visual representation for once. I know we don't have something to visualize on. Anyways, go ahead.
Look, there was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is that the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping heavy bleeding. It's common medical knowledge, I learned, friend, even on your side of the world.
Yes, but the screwdriver. The thing is, we actually saw it at the scene ourselves on the experimentation stage.
What?
And you know, even Inspector Grayson knows this. It was on the floor by the wreckage of the machine, poking through a metal griddle. I went to pick it up, but the detective here stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Grayson?
Now you can imagine it, yeah. But I only understand that you permitted the defense counsel to investigate. That you Reverend?
Trevitin? I don't know.
Whatever. Special dispensation for scientific equipment error? No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. I just let him look, nothing more. I was very clear he wasn't a touchy thing.
Yes, that's true. The screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it?
What are you getting at?
If this tool had still been in the victim's body when the victim has been beamed away by the machine, then it should have still been. Then it shouldn't have still been on the stage.
True. Ah,
That's right. It should have been beamed across the Crystal Tower along with Mr. Asmund. You know, every time it does that, where it pans with him as he's getting ready to point, I feel like he's going to point to someone, and we're going to get a back view of Ryunosuke. Every time. And been found still lodged in the victim's chest.
Not my fish and chips. Order. How do you explain this? But, I don't.
It looks as though everything that the victim had on his person moved with him when he was beamed. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously that should have been beamed to the destination as well. This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we're still basing arguments on the assumption that it did actually take place. Alright, time to tighten the screws. Really not, Hodo? Okay. My lord, if the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Lord Von Zieks is stumped? Okay!
Do you have something to say, witness? Yes, I knew it. It bears out. The equations hold. Mr. Naruto, don't worry.
About what?
Without delving into the details, there is no inconsistency.
Hairbrain, shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth right now. What?
Even if Andrew had been launched onto Mr. Asmund's chest, my trust for a tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations.
Hairbrain, you know what you're saying right now? What? What? Ow!
Jeez. Why is someone always have to be injured when he throws something in the friggin' gallery?
Right.
It would seem your illusions have been shattered, just like the thing I threw into the gallery. Who also coincidentally hurt somebody. Haley, we should get accused's explanation. Or should I say, this brilliant scientist's explanation? Hmm.
Just when I found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument. Scientists. I got that
Very
right.
well. The defendant will testify again. Why is with the scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency asserted by defense fails to hold. In the name of Apollo, I will, my lord.
You know, you do know that you could have tried to find another way to explain things if you kept your mouth shut. The inconsistency explained.
To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data on my research. Hypothesis states kinesis cannot transport metal, though, hence the metal weapon would have stayed put. In other words, the point just phrased by Mr. Naruto isn't an inconsistency at all. Mr. Asmund was the patron of my research, and him and work wouldn't have been possible. Now I'm here to protect the incredible machine that we built together.
Well, he's got a point.
So the rest of your testimony, Professor, is based on his hypothesis. Metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis. In other words, screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest. Its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency. And therefore, Professor Albert Harebrain could still have been the killer. My great hypothesis holds, you see, but now you're labeled as a killer.
Yep.
We had to make the cage. You had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason. I was not addressing you, witness. Oh, yeah.
Professor Harebrain?
Yes?
Whose side are you on here?
Science. I don't take sides, Miss Naruto. No. I only emphasize and uphold my hypothesis. I'm a scientist, after all.
So even it means that you're still being, you're still being accused of murder. As long as your hypothesis is upheld, right? He is working for... Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell.
Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend. Yes, far away, Miss Naruto. It's honestly kind of simple, really.
Press.
No. We actually have evidence for this one.
Let's see.
It's something you want to present earlier.
Oh, are you talking about the photo?
Yeah, look at the photo. You see anything interesting on him?
Yes, I do. Okay, so let's see. Point rate,
Cannot transport metal. Okay, it should be the second one then.
My hypothesis states kinesis cannot. Okay. I first save. Always save. Okay.
Objection.
Objection. Professor Harebrain, you say that according to your hypothesis, nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct.
In that case, I'd like you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene. In particular, I would like you to pay attention to the victim's face. You can clearly see that Mr. Asman is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim.
What? Metal? No, metal can't. That's not. Metal? No! Well, you done?
Well, don't know what to tell you. We've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis has correctly predicted that outcome, it should have also predicted that the metal rimmed spectacles would have been found in the same place.
Ah! My hypothesis! My hypothesis! It is wrong.
Yep. Professor Harebrain, this isn't easy for me to say, but your hypothesis is clearly flawed. Where'd the inspector go?
I think it was because it was only his testimony, maybe, I don't know. Order! 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 Counsel, what is the implication of this?
If on the day in question the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on the stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit.
But my hypothesis is sound. I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was a proof of all my work. I'm going to say something here. My capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society. Yes, you're number 4. Go ahead. As a man of science, there's one thing I simply cannot abide. And that's a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science. What? Wait, great Scott. Are you suggesting my science is suspect? It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. And the worst, the whole demonstration was a complete nonsense from start to finish. Believe me, my fellow girls, when I tell you that this man is a heel, about plunder and fraud. Jeez.
Oh, well, look what he has there. I say the wreckage of the machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined.
No, never. This machine is the essence of my entire hypothesis. It's protected by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. What the devil is that blasted act all about, eh? Who made such a daft rule?
I don't like the way this seems to be going. What's the best way for me to help the professor? Well, save, first and foremost. I say raise an objection. You always raise an objection. Never do a wait and see, right? Or is this one of those rare few times that you wait and see?
Make sense of your objection.
Raise an objection. Professor Harebrain has yet to perfect his invention That would seem to be the case, yes. But even so,
Even so, what?
going to such trouble to express, to create a fake machine to display in public, he would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing.
Objection!
He had an obvious reason to do exactly that. The research, grant money.
Ah!
The government was foolish enough to deem the man's ridiculous notion plausible. He and his conspirators would have received a handsome sum indeed.
Oh, wait. Wait, if we keep watching him, watch, he's gonna shake his vial, and it's gonna change color. Yeah. Each time that he pours it back and shakes it, the color of the whatever he's doing changes color. Oh, only 3 colors. Purple, yellow, and blue. Interesting.
Conspirators? Will be the value as a grant, £10. You're an order of magnitude out, madam. £500 a year.
Gee. How much? Back then, that's a lot. That would be a lot of money. 500 pounds a year to this day and age? You trying to kill someone? Oh, you couldn't live handsome on that much for years.
So, society's noticed an increase in bogus public demonstrations in the field of science recently. And plenty of scientists arguing with each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. Human greed is plenty motive enough for murder, I assure you. No, I haven't deceived anyone, least of all the government. My hypothesis is sound. The science is sound. Please, you must believe me.
Objection!
No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported to the Crystal Tower, which means that the experiment was a success. Ah, Barak. And therefore, the only person who could possibly have committed the murder is the accused. That went a complete 180 on that one.
Right. Where is this heading? I have no idea.
My lord, if I may. Yes, Lord Von Veeks. Prosecution, I'd like to summon new witnesses to the stand. The witnesses, what would be the nature of their involvement? The spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition who were accompanying special seats.
Eyewitnesses?
Very well, the court prosecution's request. I did very much like to hear from eyewitnesses to the incident. So yeah, the experiment was no... Where?
Hostage?
I posted, wherever. It killed the financial victim there on the public stage, for the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend.
Oh, yes?
I'd like for you to make your own stand clear.
There's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me?
will take a short recess now, during which time the prosecution will prepare its new witnesses to take the stand. As you wish, my lord. Good. In that case, we'll adjourn for 20 minutes.
That is the shortest to be continued I have ever seen. We've been going, let's see, only for about an hour and 18 minutes. What do you want to do from here?
Thinking, because I did say I can probably do a few hours.
Hey, well,
I'm
if you want to keep going, then I'm gonna need to take a break real quick.
I'm thinking maybe we can go into the next cross-examination.
Okay. Which actually, if we're gonna go into the next cross-examination, probably won't be that long, will it?
I mean, we're getting new witnesses, so shouldn't take too long, maybe.
Okay, then, we're just gonna keep going then, and I'll hold off for a few. Wait, no, hold on. Actually, I will take a quick break, because we're gonna have this, and then we're gonna have something else, so... Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back momentarily. Alrighty, guys. Uh,
Hold on, give me a second.
yeah, I just saw that it said you just came online for some reason.
Yeah, I wanted to check something on a different game really quick. I went to, what is it, Master Duel really quick. I wanted to get a daily I didn't get yesterday.
Oh, you're starting to do dailies on Master Duel now?
I figured I'd at least do that because there's like a fourth anniversary thing, so I at least wanted to get the daily thing I didn't get yesterday. So I just want to do that really quick. So I'm back on Raid Ace Attorney.
Okay.
(10:44 a.m.)
About an hour and a half. Wow, that's so ironic. It was about an hour. The thing was that we started the court at 9:10. Now it's 10:44, so a little over an hour and a half, and we've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. That's funny.
It's an hour ahead now. What on earth are you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along? Yeah. Hypothesis, or baiting hypothesis. You've been picking holes in it from the start.
Sorry about that.
I think my throat's starting to hurt a little bit, so I'm gonna tone back on the voices. I probably might use my normal voice here and there. Probably.
Oh. Okay. Maybe we should have stopped.
Nah, it's fine. I'll at least do. That's why I said like I should be fine until at least. I mean, we could just wait until what is it? This testimony or cross examination, whatever that is. I should be fine till then, at least.
Okay.
I'll just voice a few characters, and just speak normally for some of them. I feel like I might just speak normal with the judge because how deep I go for the judge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you